Hi everyone. I get asked by a lot of guys on how they should start out on this road of transforming their body. They know what the end goal is like, but the whole process to get to that end goal and get into that decent transformation program is so overwhelming. They never lifted a weight in their life. They probably never been to gym, and just that first 4 months for them to slide into a decent transformation program is just overwhelming. They struggle to get their head around the whole concept of all the exercises, the routines, the way they need to do it, the diets, the supplements, and just the whole thing. So this is what this video is about. It covers about that first 4 month sliding period on how to get into a decent transformation program. Now I've posted in my blog, I've posted my complete transformation program, and after you've done this first 4 months that I'm going to cover in this video now, it's a very good program. My transformation program is a very good program then to continue from there onwards for year in, pretty much year out, until you educate yourself to make the program your own and well, do your own thing. Sure, if you got the money, get yourself a personal trainer, but be careful. Not all personal trainers are equal. At the very least, you need to get a personal trainer that has got your goal physique. They must not just have the theoretical knowledge. They must have gone themselves through the process of getting that physique, because then they know what it takes to get there, and they will have to lead you into this whole transformation. So just use very careful. For those of you that don't have the money for a personal trainer, the first 4 months is not that critical in any case. That is when I'll provide you all the information in this video. That is where you slide into the rock solid transformation program. But I would really suggest that after this first 4 months that you strongly consider to get yourself a training partner, just for the pure sake matter of that a training partner is helping you to stay focused, helping you to stay on track, and it's also a buddy that you consider in your training. So you can't just drop him when you don't feel like training. You can't just not go to gym. Your buddy expects you to be there, so you need to be there. But just make very, very sure that the person that you choose as your training partner has got the exact same goals that he wants to achieve with his training, and that is as dedicated as you are. Otherwise, he's going to drag you down. You've made now the decision to transform your body. Now it's just a matter of you having to decide to what degree you're going to let this influence your comfort levels in life. So get off that couch, dude. Get to the gym. Be a man for once in your life. Make a decision that you're going to stick to. You can make it happen. Just do it. Okay, this is now week 1. Tomorrow is Monday. You want to start. What do you do? First, you need to consider this. Your diet that you're going to follow is going to determine 80% of your success, your bodybuilding success or your transformation success. If that diet is not sorted, you will not grow. Your body will not be fed correctly for growth. You will struggle to lose unwanted like fat or unwanted weight. So that diet is critically important. 80% of your success that you will reach with your transformation process is determined by the correct diet that you follow. Secondly, the actual training that you do, and not overtraining. The training determines about, let's say, roughly 17.5% of your success. So that still makes a big slice of the cake. But by far the biggest slice of the cake is diet. Then lastly, the supplements that you take, that will determine a very little portion, let's say about 2.5% of your success. Now that is true. I don't care what the supplement companies out there says and what the marketing out there says. The real fact, if you talk to any person that's been through this whole process, that supplements helps you very, very little. It does help. I'm not saying it doesn't help, but that is about 2.5% of the total effect that gives you in your transformation process. So for now, forget about the supplements, because in any case, for the beginner, the whole supplement field is so overwhelming, you struggle to understand it. That you can only start worrying in about 4 months' time, when you got through your initial phase and you got your exercises under control, your training, and you got your diet under control. And in my transformation program that you will start, let's say, from month 5, in that program I cover all the detail about exactly what supplements you should take, when you should take it, and how much you should take. For your first month of training, for this month you will only train on days Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. Wednesdays, Saturdays and Sundays, that's rest days. You can do a little bit of cardio, a moderate cardio on those rest days if you want to, but really don't try and stick to not more than 15 minutes at a time. You don't want to give your body a shock, and what you must remember is that cardio is a killer for muscle growth. If you do a lot of cardio, it's good for your heart, it's good for the lungs, it's good for cardiovascular health and all those things and so on, but it's going to limit your muscle growth. So if you want to transform your body, get a really nice muscle-sized, athletic-looking body, you have to limit to a large degree your cardio. I'm not saying cut out your cardio, I'm just saying limiting your cardio. And for now, 15 minutes a day, that is the maximum in month 1 that you should do. So you will be training 4 days per week, weight training. On each of those 4 days, that's the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you will do a complete body routine, and you will cover in each of those routines, you will cover the following muscle groups. You'll do 1 exercise covering the biceps, 1 exercise covering the shoulders, 1 exercise covering the back, 1 exercise covering the abs, 1 exercise covering the chest, 1 exercise covering the upper legs, and 1 exercise covering the calves. That is 7 exercises in total that you will do, and each of these exercises you will do in the following fashion. You will do a total of 12 reps per exercise. When you do a rep, you don't rest in between the exercise. A rep is beginning movement up to the ends. Let's say you're lifting the dumbbell and you're lowering the dumbbell for a bicep move. That is typically 1 rep. Between the sets, which is now the 12 reps, between the sets you will rest about, let's say, roughly 1 minute, and then you do your next set. So for each of these 7 exercises and 7 muscle groups that you cover, you will do 2 sets, and between each of those sets you will rest for 1 minute, and each set will be 12 reps in total. This weight training session on each of those 4 days, keep it short, keep it simple. It should not last for longer than 30 minutes at a time. Plus the weight that you must choose to do the exercise, all these exercises, keep it very low weight. You must comfortably be able to do the 12 reps. It must not put a lot of strain on your body. This is not, you don't want to grow right now. All you want to do is you just want to introduce your body to an exercise regimen. You want to learn some techniques and you want to learn some exercises. Now, you keep with this suggested method for the whole first month, for 4 weeks. But what I strongly suggest is that in every week of these 4 weeks, you would do a different bicep exercise. So let's say in week 1 you choose a particular bicep exercise, then week 2 you must then choose a different bicep exercise. In week 3 again a different type of bicep exercise. In week 4 another different type of bicep exercise. That'll give you some exposure as to the different exercises available for muscle groups, plus on the techniques on how to do it and so on. Don't stress about how you're going to execute it and how the exact technique is and so on. Really, I get a lot of guys that comes up to me in the gym and ask me, can you just help me, just show me how to do this, or they're just asking some information from me, because I'm looking the part. And I'm telling you, 99% of the guys would react very friendly and very helpful if you go and ask them to just show you some of the ropes, tell you a bit more about this exercise and how the technique work on that exercise. 1% of the guys, is like this steroid junkie, so that's going crazy and will just tell, don't waste my time, I don't have time with you. And if you found somebody that is rude like that, just ignore them and ask the next guy. Now for the first month, during each of these 4 weeks, you must increase your weight size by approximately 10%. That is a very important factor because this allows your body, your muscles, your tendons to get accustomed to this new resistance movement that it's now facing. And don't go and think, wow, I'm doing this so easy, I can increase by 30, 40% or double or whatever. Don't do that. 10%, that is the maximum you must increase now in your first month after every 7 days the weights. Right, now we're moving on to month 2. Now things gets just a little bit more serious. In month 2, you're still going to train on exactly those same days. That is Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays and Fridays. But now you're not going to cover a complete body during each training session anymore. You're going to specialize a little bit more on specific muscle groups on specific days, and also doing a little bit more exercises for that specific muscle group on those days. You also increase your training time from roughly 30 minutes now to about 40 minutes per day. So let's look at Monday. Monday, you must now cover your biceps and triceps. The one is a pulling movement and the other one is a pushing movement. So it is perfect for them to be done together. Biceps, 3 exercises you need to do on the biceps, and triceps, 3 exercises you need to do on the triceps. 3 different exercises, not the same exercises. Again, using a lightweight, but this time a little bit heavier weight that will allow you to just complete your reps. The total reps that you need now in your month 2 to do during each exercise or each set is 10 reps per set. So you down now from the first month where you did 12 reps very comfortably, you must now take it down to about 10 reps that you do in each set. And you must do 2 sets per exercise. So 10 reps, 2 sets per exercise, and 3 exercises per muscle group. So we covered Monday. Monday is biceps and triceps. Tuesday, you'll be doing chest and back. Thursday, you'll be doing shoulders and trapezius. And Friday, you'll be doing legs, upper legs, calves, and abs. So during each of those days, for each of those muscle groups, you need to do 3 different exercises of 2 sets, doing 10 reps in each of those sets. The rule in the first month was that you should increase your weight by 10% per week. Now in this phase, it's slightly more focused, slightly heavier, and your body is getting a bit more punished. Here you should only increase your weight every 2 weeks now with 10%. So you're just going to, in month 2, just going to increase your weight twice during that month. In month 2, again, you can do cardio, moderate cardio on your off days, but I would suggest again, stick to something like 15 minutes max. On to month 3. Pretty much everything stays exactly the same for month 3, with the big exception that now you drop your reps per set in an exercise. You drop the amount of reps per set from 10 to 8 reps per set. Now you're moving into the territory of where muscle growth really starts occurring. And by increasing now your weight again with 10% every 2 weeks, every 14 days, you will now, within a month or 2, start getting to the point where the weight would be a challenge for you. And if you feel up to it, you can, from month 3, choose the weights that would result in muscle failure on the 8th rep. I'm going to discuss the muscle failure aspect just now, but I don't want you, if you feel you're still too far off, you rather want to continue with this 10% every 2 weeks increasing process, then stick rather to that. I don't want you at this point to step too high and then fall in your process and hurt yourself with a tendon that might get sore, or muscle or whatever. So if you feel you're up to it, then choose the weights that will result now from month 3 in when you're doing your 8th rep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get your 8th rep of, let's say, doing a bicep curl or barbell curl. That on that 8th rep, you must experience complete muscle failure. Now, what's complete muscle failure? That is, you lift that weight and you lift it and you just can't finish it, or you just can't finish it, and that is what is complete muscle failure. Now, that is the key concept for muscle growth. When you hit this scenario where on the 8th rep of each set that you're doing exercise, on each set that you're doing exercise, not just the last set or whatever, each set that you do, you must experience complete and utter muscle failure. That failure is where your brain starts talking to your muscles and telling them, listen, boys, you need to grow, get bigger, because you can't handle this weight. And by feeding your body correctly and the whole process and so on, and this is where you really start seeing differences. Okay, it's a slow process. Nothing happens overnight. For some guys, it takes years. For my before and after photo is 9 years apart. Okay, during the first couple of years, like 2 years, I did quite a dramatic change already. But if you look at my 9-year process, it's every year it's a little bit upbacking. On every year I'm looking a little bit better and so on. So it's a lifestyle. It's a long process. Now, when you're at this point where you can achieve complete muscle failure during each set at round about rep 8, then you pretty much at the level that I would say you can now slide into my transformation program that I posted on my blog, and that is a bit more extensive program, bit more focused, bit more intense, but that is the program that I followed pretty much to the letter to do my complete transformation. And I'm still sticking to it even today. I'm still sticking to it roughly 80%. I've changed a little bit here and there, as you know, as life progressed and you get a bit more focused, but that is pretty much the program and basic principles that I stick to for my complete transformation. So I would very much suggest that you then slide into that and then slowly, start changing and making the things your own, but be very careful. Never change something until you verify that it's actually working, because you're changing something on top of each other. You haven't verified the bottom one is working, your whole thing tumbles in, and your whole program is down the drain. So make sure when you change something and start making the program your own, that you verify that that change worked before you introduce another change. Just a note on what type of exercises you should do first in your routine and what you should do later in your routine. Compound exercises is always the better choice to do first. Let's say it's Thursday and you're doing chest and back. For chest, a typical compound exercise there is bench press. Now, why? Because bench press involves a lot of muscles. That is what a compound exercises are. They're involving a lot of the muscles, a lot of stabilization muscles, big muscle groups. The same goes for squats. Squats is a compound exercise. It takes a lot of muscles, a lot of energy. A lot of the back exercise, like a pull-up, for example, that is a compound exercise. A deadlift, that's a compound exercise. So first do your compound type of exercises, your barbell bicep curls, your deadlifts, your squats, your bench press, your shoulder presses. Do your compound exercises always first. That is the main exercises that stimulates serious muscle growth. It's also been shown scientifically that compound exercises is a great releaser in your body of extra testosterone and extra human growth hormone. And those two elements, that is what you want. That is what gets his muscles growing. Now, all this effort that you put into this training program is going to be wasted if you do not get your diet right from day one. This is 80% factor of your success. So I don't know how else to say it, but you really need to get your head around this. You're going to waste your time in the gym. Doesn't matter how good you train, how hard you train, and how sharp you train, if you do not get your diet fully sorted. Now, I can't go through the detail in this video on the diet. I've done many videos on how a diet should look, a cutting phase diet and a building phase diet and so on. And I'm going to put the link on the screen now of where you can find the information in my blog, and also where I've posted some videos. So just look on the screen and just click on those links, or just go to my blog on the link that's on the screen. That'll give you an exact day-to-day, meal-by-meal breakdown of a sample diet that you need to follow. That is a very good starting point. Now, obviously, remember, we're all different, you know, ectomorph, mesomorphs, different body types, we burn energy at different levels, different lengths, different sizes, whatever. So that same diet might not necessarily work exactly perfectly for you. You need to maybe change a little bit here and there. You maybe want to go and see a sports doctor. You maybe want to go and see a dietitian to help you just fine-tuning that. But if you're a typical guy that you don't struggle to lose fat and you don't really struggle to build muscle, then that type of diet that I suggest in my blog, that is a very good starting point, and it's a rock solid system to feed your body correctly for growth, and to feed your body correctly to get rid of the excess body fat and so on. I've been following that diet now for close to 9 years, and every year I'm seeing great positive strides and I'm looking better every year. But again, I'm emphasizing, you're not going to stick to the diet, you're not going to put the effort in. It's not even worth it trying to go to gym or trying to build muscles. You have to get this correct, and that means you have to put the effort in to get your diet sorted. It's a lifestyle change. If you're going to stick to that diet, that's pretty much how you're going to live from now on, forever and ever after. That isn't my diet. The diet I'm suggesting is not that you never ever allowed to cheat or never ever allowed to drink a glass of red wine or whatever and so on. You can still do those things, but in a limited fashion, controlled fashion, once a week kind of fashion. Yes, I'm busy here doing videos.